guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tam here with Laugh and Grow with Tam, and on my channel I help you grow with real talk and a side of laughter. Y'all remember that song? How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. You remember that song? You ever look up some days and you be like, how did I get here? Like, of all the places, how did I end up here? Life ever be moving so fast to the point where you look up and you're trying to figure out how 4 days went by in one day? Like, how did the whole 24 hours happen in 1 minute? Like, wait a minute, pause. Something is not adding up here. That's literally where I am in life. And I know I'm not the only one, because I know I can't be the only one. Like, I've been having conversations with other people. It's like, man, it is so much going on right now. Or, man, like, I feel like I'm moving in circles, or whatever the case may be. But y'all, I was sitting here and I was talking to the Lord, because before I press record, I always ask the Lord, what do you want me to say? And I kept hearing, how did I get here? And I was like, Lord, what you want me to talk about that? And he was like, I want you to talk about the fact that we get so caught up in the mundane, ordinary practices of life, or we get so caught up in just life itself and everything that we have to do, that we forget about our relationship with God. We forget about enjoying life itself. We forget about growth that's necessary for us. We forget about the important things outside of the important things. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, it's important that I get up and go to work every day so I can pay my bills. But also, it's important that I take care of myself. Yeah, it's important that I'm a wife to my husband and a mom to my children. But also, it's important that I get in the word and I get in my prayer. It's important that I cook dinner every night, but it's also important that I feed my soul. You see what I'm saying? And I feed my spirit. So I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. And I'm going to share with you all kind of what I've been feeling, in hopes that my transparency will help you where you are. The last few weeks have been extremely rough for me, in the fact that I have been struggling tremendously with self-worth. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I've been very transparent about dealing with rejection and value and all the things. That has been a dark cloud over me for the past few years. It has been a mind game that the enemy has been playing with me for a while. It has been a touch point for me that when I'm at my lowest, that's where I'm usually in that headspace. And the last few weeks have been rough, so much so that I literally the other day reached out to trusted individuals to pray for me, specifically concerning the issue of rejection and feeling like good enough and not feeling worthy and all of the things. And I remember thinking to myself, how did I get here? I thought I was past this place. I thought all of these things, I was growing in this area. How did I get to the point where I'm in my bed crying, or I don't even want to talk to people? I don't even want to be around nobody. How did I get here? And I looked up and I realized that I had not spent any time with myself. I had not been praying like I was. I had not been in my word like I was. And I know that we talk about it so much. It is to the point where people be like, okay, we get it. Pray, get in your word. But no, it's really necessary, because when I get off, y'all, I be off. I be off. And I really realize the magnitude of what it means to truly take care of yourself by submitting and surrendering to God is a form of self-care in itself. And I felt a little bit convicted, because I was like, is this a bit of one of those situations where I brought some of this on myself? And that's a hard pill to swallow, because the things I'm feeling, I didn't do to myself, but I also know what I need to do to stay on track. You know that if you eat ice cream, it's going to have you on the toilet. So if you make a decision to eat it, you got to live with that. You know that if you don't wash your hair once a week, that your hair is going to get dry and flaky in your scalp. You know that if you go to the store and only buy 2 loaves of bread, that the children are going to eat through that and you really need to buy 4. I'm making a point to say, you know what's necessary for yourself for things to run smoothly. I know that I can't run off of an empty tank, and that's exactly what I've been doing. One of the things that I was sharing with a friend of mine, I said, I feel like I am giving my all to everyone and I have nothing left for me. I feel like I am pouring into everyone, and when it's time for Tam, nobody's to be found. I feel like I'm loving and showing all the love and accolades to everyone, but no one is to be found when it's time to give Tam some love. I feel unappreciated. I feel like I've been put on the back burner. All the things, right? The same old story that I've been feeling. And to be honest with you, I can't say that I'm not still feeling some of those feelings now. But when I put things into perspective, I've just been going through life. I haven't stopped to fill up my tank. You can't continue to drive your car with no gas. Make it make sense. Your engine is going to explode. It's going to stop working. Your car is literally going to stop working. If you don't change your oil, if you don't put gas in your car, you're going to be halt in the middle of the road and potentially, watch this, potentially cause accidents for other people that have nothing, that ain't even connected to what you got going on. I can potentially hurt other people around me because I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm pouring from an empty cup. If I'm on the road, picture this, let me make it plain for you. I'm on the road and I see that it tells me I got 0 miles to empty, and I keep going and my car shuts off and just halts in the middle of the road, in the middle of an intersection. Not only have I put myself at risk, but the cars around me, watch this, the people around me are now going to get hurt. So, yes, it is important that we take care. See, this self-care thing is a buzzword. It's a buzz phrase. We hear self-care. Self-care is not just soaking in the tub and going to the spa and going out to Jamaica for 2 weeks. Because half of us don't even have time or money to do that. Self-care is checking in with yourself to say, how are you feeling today? How can I fill yourself back up? For me, it's getting in the word. For me, it's journaling. For me, it's praying. For me, it's having a fulfilling conversation with a close loved one. That's self-care for me. Do I enjoy getting my nails done? Do I enjoy getting my hair? Absolutely. But sometimes it ain't in the budget. Sometimes I don't have the time for it. So how many times have we gone through life just going, and not stopping to take a breather? And then we do look up and go, how did I get here? You ever be driving in your car and where you're going is so muscle memory that you look up and be like, oh my God, I don't even remember driving to where I just got to. That has happened to me so many times. Why? Because I have so much on my mind. I haven't processed it. I haven't brain dumped. I haven't done any of that. I'm just letting it all sit up there and fester. I could have easily gotten into a car accident because I'm literally not even focused on what I'm just driving out of muscle memory. How many of y'all are just living life out of muscle memory? Because you get up every morning at the same time. You go brush your teeth. You go get the kids ready. You go make the coffee. You go cook the breakfast. You go do whatever it is that you do in the morning. You go work out. You go through your day. And the other thing I heard too, when I heard the Lord say this, he said, life with me is fun. Don't make it boring. Yes. Were we a peculiar people? Are we going to be persecuted because we claim to be Christian? Absolutely. But life with Jesus is fun. He said, don't make it boring and mundane and, oh, I got to get in my word. No. Let's enjoy this. You're getting to know. This is somebody that you will never get to know to the point where you know everything about them. There's something new you can learn every day. It's like when you're going in that dating phase and you're getting to know the person, and it's like you're learning something new about them every time y'all come together. It's the same thing. Or if you're making a new friend, it's the same thing. So watch yourself. I'm going to give you some homework. I want you to pay attention for the next week. I want you to pay attention to how many times you actually stop and make sure that you refill. I want you to pay attention to how many times you just keep going, and don't even take a moment to come up for air. I want you to pay attention to that. And then I want you to sit down. I want you to make a note of how you can fix that. What are some changes you can make? I'm going to do it as well. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all supporting me. It's been a lot going on. I'm going to always say that because it is. But, it is what it is. I love y'all. I'm looking at my neighbors on what they got going on. Interesting. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. I don't know what they got going on. All right, bye, y'all. Y'all know I'm always people watching. All right. See y'all later.